And now you find yourself pushing 30, COVID hits. You got all kinds of time to think about it, right?
Well, too much time. Too much time. The hamster wheel slowly.
So how did you turn that? How did you take this learning and say, okay, now this is the next season of my life, and this is what I'm going to do with it?
You know, it's a great question. Honored. A big part happened like right before COVID, actually. I jumped in this program called Unravel. And one of the leaders at the church I was going to at the time, and I ended up being like a kind of a part-time youth minister there for like 3 months, for a transitional period. And one of the leaders was wanting to come up. He actually helped, I think, Andy Stanley start North Point in Atlanta. His daughter was a child actress and wanted to do so he ended up in LA, then ended up at another church plant, and he was helping that. But he always he's got this dream of, he like loves deep discipleship and leadership development with guys. It's like the cross between, how are you just like a good, practical, humble, hungry leader that also has like the weight and the foundation of scripture and biblical truth that like undergirds you. And he's a process guy. He's like, how do we create a program? How do we gather resources? How do we structure a conversation? How many guys do we have in it? How long does it go? He's constantly tinkering. And we ended up, I had a phenomenal experience. I think it was like September of 19. So it was a little bit of like a kind of a Hail Mary a little bit at the time. And it wasn't until COVID happened that I really slowed down enough to go, we got to address some stuff. Like my vision has fallen. I'm compromising on values. I kind of lost who I am for a little bit. And I don't know where I'm going.